everyone, welcome. Today, we're talking about why narcissists may only use their partners for sex. Narcissism is a personality disorder showed by an excessive sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. These traits can extend to the narcissist's sexual relationships, leading them to view sex as a means of satisfying their own desires without considering the feelings or needs of their partner. In this video, we will explore some of the underlying reasons why narcissists may only use their partners for sex, and how to protect yourself from being used in this way. It's important to understand the red flags of a narcissistic partner and set boundaries to ensure that your own needs and desires are being respected. Remember, it's okay to say no and listen to your own well-being. If you feel like you're being used or manipulated in a sexual relationship, it's important to seek help and support. Narcissists have a tendency to manipulate and use others to fulfill their own desires, including their sexual needs. It can be a toxic and addictive cycle for both parties involved. Here are 10 ways that narcissists may use others for sex. 1. Love bombing. Narcissists will charm and flatter their partners in the beginning stages of a relationship, making them feel special and desired. This is a tactic to win over their partner and make them more receptive to fulfilling their sexual desires. Narcissists often put on an act of charm in order to win over their admirers, thinking that they should be admired and wanted. They may shower their partners with gifts, attention, and affection as part of their courtship strategy, with the goal of eventually persuading them to give in to their lustful demands. 2. They foster dependence. Narcissists may make their partners feel indispensable and needed, leading to a codependent relationship. Those who are codependent may feel a renewed sense of self-worth when they find someone they can confide in and rely on, making them more likely to fulfill the narcissist's sexual demands. Narcissists are often self-absorbed and encourage those around them to rely on them, and those with a codependent trait may think they found someone who will truly prioritize their needs. However, this reliance can eventually lead to codependence, with the narcissist using that dependence to their advantage. 3. Narcissists always feel entitled to everything. Narcissists often believe they are entitled to have whatever they want, including sex with whoever they desire. They may demand it without any regard for the other person's feelings or boundaries. The narcissist embodies the concept of entitlement, believing that they should be able to have whatever they want without having to work for it or beg for it. In personal interactions, narcissists may be full of arrogance and self-importance, putting an emphasis on their own sense of fulfillment as a top priority and expecting others to bend over backwards to satisfy their every whim. 4. Narcissists often threaten their partners. Narcissists may become angry and even use blackmail or other threats to force their partners into having sex with them. This may include threatening to expose private information or photos, or damaging their partner's reputation. Narcissists view their desires as absolute truths that everyone else must accept, and they may become enraged and go to great lengths to smash any resistance in order to achieve what they want. They may not hesitate to use sexual threats or intimidation in order to acquire what they desire. 5. Narcissists won't hesitate to use force. In extreme cases, narcissists may use physical force or coercion to get what they want, including sexual gratification. They may adopt the motto, "by any means necessary," and use their physical size, strength, or power to overpower their partners and fulfill their sexual desires. This type of behavior is abusive and is never acceptable. 6. Manipulate with lies and deceit. Narcissists may lie and deceive their partners in order to get them to have sex with them. This may include false promises or making their partners believe they are in a committed relationship when that is not the case. Narcissists may use manipulation and deceit to get what they want, including lying about their intentions or feelings in order to persuade their partners to have sex with them. 7. Use their partner's insecurities. Narcissists may prey on their partner's insecurities and vulnerabilities in order to manipulate them into having sex. They may use their partner's self-doubt or lack of confidence to their advantage, making them feel like they need to prove themselves or earn the narcissist's affection through sexual gratification. 8. Use their partner's kindness. Those who are kind and caring may be more likely to fulfill the narcissist's sexual desires out of a desire to please and make the relationship work. Narcissists may exploit their partner's generosity and willingness to please in order to manipulate them into having sex. 9. Isolate their partner. Narcissists may try to isolate their partners from friends and family in order to have more control over them and make them more reliant on the narcissist for emotional and physical needs. By cutting off their partner's support system, narcissists may make it easier to control and manipulate them into fulfilling their sexual desires. 10. Use their partner's love and affection. Those who are deeply in love with a narcissist may feel pressured to fulfill their sexual desires in order to keep the relationship strong and maintain the love and affection they feel for the narcissist. Narcissists may use their partner's love and devotion to their advantage, manipulating them into having sex in order to keep the relationship going. It's important to spot the red flags of a narcissistic partner and set boundaries to protect yourself from being used for their own gratification. It's okay to say no and listen more to your own needs and desires. It's important to remember that you have the right to say no to any sexual activity that you are not comfortable with, and it's never okay for someone to use force or manipulation to try to get you to have sex with them. If you think you are being used or manipulated in a sexual relationship, it's important to seek help and support. In conclusion, narcissists may only use their partners for sex due to a variety of underlying reasons, such as a desire for power and control, a lack of emotional connection, a need for validation, or a lack of empathy. It's important to recognize the red flags. You deserve better, to be treated by someone with respect and have your boundaries respected in any relationship, including sexual ones. Don't be afraid to speak up and advocate for yourself. Thank you for watching. Everyone, welcome to another episode. Thanks for watching today's video. Yes, let's get started immediately. Here, we'll examine how narcissists can be so nice to everyone else, but so cruel to the person they're meant to love the most. To the extent possible, narcissists will try to tear you down and surround you with negativity in order to steal your joy. However, once they realize you've made it big, narcissists would do anything to keep in touch with you. A narcissist may appear to be helpful, but this is just because they expect something in return. Narcissists will take your success for granted and won't value the time, effort you put into earning it. To a narcissist, everything else is secondary. No amount of effort on your part will be appreciated if all they care about is what you can provide them. The narcissist would try to claim credit for your success, even if they had nothing to do with it. Narcissists perceive the world as a game in which they can use and abuse people for their own benefit. Narcissists, like greedy players in a game of Monopoly, will see your good fortune as an opportunity to increase their own wealth. When in their safe zone, whether that be their own home or another specified territory, covert narcissists are nevertheless prone to boredom and aggravation. Worse, they will undoubtedly bring unhappiness to those close to them. However, this discomfort only affects a select few and is most pronounced when individuals affected are by themselves. This video explains the main reasons for this occurrence. But before we get there, I'd like to express my gratitude to all who have followed along with us so far. Share this video with your friends and family to help me promote our channel. Please turn on the bell and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so that you can be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Let's keep going. If you live with a narcissist, for example, you may notice that they are rude, dismissive, and impatient when they are there, but change their tune completely when they leave the room. Simply said, a covert narcissist's entire public persona is a performance designed to persuade others that they are flawless in every way. People like this go out of their way to engage strangers in conversation by making direct eye contact and smiling at them. Why then bother? Only those who don't know them well enough to see through their veneer are important to a covert narcissist. Only the personas they've created online can be relied upon to identify them. However, when you live with someone, you get to see both their greatest and worst qualities. It's a good sign that you were able to catch a peek at a side of them that most people don't see, since it likely suggests they'll be more comfortable opening up to you in the future. The fact that you get to see this side of them is, nonetheless, something they count as a great honor. You get the cold shoulder, the angry face, the angry outburst, the silent treatment, and a whole bunch of terrible feelings, all of which add up to the feeling that you are unwanted and despised. Knowing everything about them is both a gift and a burden, since it gives you the upper hand in any situation. The husband and the children are usually the hardest hit because they are the closest to the covert narcissist. On rare occasions, though, they may act in a demeaning or abusive manner toward others. The narcissist's goodwill is spread as widely as possible, with the exception of a select few. A narcissist may appear charming at first glance, yet they lack these attributes. Their obfuscation and attempts at being deceptive are red flags. Those who they say they care about the most are the ones who end up getting hurt by their decisions. In private, they would be cruel, but when you were all gathered in public, they would treat you with the utmost respect. Narcissists see things in a distorted light. You can see how much they hate everyone else. Due to the fact that narcissists cause harm to those around them, while humiliating and demeaning those they cannot directly affect. Siblings, parents, children, and spouses of covert narcissists often have a difficult time coping with this type of person because of the covert narcissist's unpleasant and erratic conduct, which can leave the other person feeling threatened and emotionally unstable. Your life may consist of constant worry over what they might do if this is the case. The covert narcissist is so focused on pleasing everyone else but themselves, and it can be difficult to accept. They intend to show tolerance for everyone, not with you though, and that grin probably isn't even directed at you. When pressed for an explanation, they would either flat out lie or shift the burden directly onto your shoulders. Because of their gaslighting tactics, you'll start to believe that you're overreacting. Attempts to convince a narcissist to take ownership of their behavior are doomed to failure. The covert narcissist puts in a lot of mental and physical work to appear to be a model citizen daily, and this stress contributes to their unstable emotional states. They are continually put in situations where they must play out their responses to criticism and conflict. They would put up a brave front and be reasonable and forgiving even though they were internally screaming. When they finally get home, all the bad emotions they've been attempting to suppress all day rise to the surface. Due to their high levels of tension and urgent need to vent their frustrations, they hold back till they are alone at home. Finally, they get even with those they hold most dear by attacking them for wrongs they themselves were innocent of doing. When a covert narcissist successfully manipulates and takes advantage of another person while they are relaxed and at ease, it provides a welcome sense of relief. The covert narcissist is overly preoccupied with how they appear to others. Their daily lives are unaffected by how they feel about the people under their authority. Conclusion. In conclusion, a covert narcissist unmistakably presents with two separate personas, one for public consumption and one for private life. You'd feel like trash with them, but they put on a show of being over heels in love in public. They'll say or do anything behind your back to bring you down or release pent-up frustrations when they think you're not looking. No one should have to put up with this kind of treatment, and that includes you. They wouldn't put you through the contradictions and mind tricks if they really cared about you. You need to put as much distance as possible between yourself and the narcissist if you ever want to restore your peace of mind and sense of contentment. Okay, today's video has come to an end. If you have ever lived with a covert narcissist, I'd love to hear your opinions and experiences in the comments area. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded if you haven't already. Thank you very much.